Hey everybody, and welcome back to the pre-dental series. My name's Nick Bankhead, and I'm an incoming D1 dental student at the University of Utah School of Dentistry. I'm really excited to bring you this video of how to get into school with a low GPA and to share with you some tips and tricks I had of getting into my top choice with a lower GPA. In this video, we're going to be covering your recent academic history, the DAT, overall application, reason for your low GPA, and interviews. Now, a little bit about my background and where I came from. My first year in college, I really had a hard time. I was distracted, I was unmotivated, and I wasn't committed towards school, and I really didn't do very well. So my last 3 years of college, it was really important to me that I was committed and motivated, and I got the best grades I could. So in the last 3 years, I got a little over a 3.9 GPA, and I applied with around a 3.4. With that first year really dragging that average down. And so to kick off this video, we're going to start with your recent academic history. When I say recent academic history, I more specifically mean your last 60 credit hours of classes. That's what they're going to look at most, but it's really important beyond that you're doing well in your hard classes, in your organic chemistry, and in your other upper division or prerequisite courses. And that you're able to show that with a large, hard course load, you're able to handle that and really succeed academically. So some schools may look more specifically at your last 60 credit hours. Some schools may look at all 120 credit hours or whatever your credit requirement for a bachelor's degree is at your university. So just be aware to just do as well as you can from here on out to try and prove that you can handle a dental school academic course load. The next thing I want to talk about is the DAT. Now, the average accepted applicant DAT is around a 21. And so since you have a lower GPA, it's important that you get above a 21 or you do everything you can to do that. I have some other videos on how to do well in the DAT. Really quickly, I would use like Bootcamp or Booster or some of the other great online resources that can really help students get a good score. So if you're interested, check out the other videos. Next thing is your overall application. So if you have a low GPA, that's going to be something that's hurting you a little bit. And so it's really important that you go above and beyond in every other aspect of your application. That means going above and beyond in your shadowing, your volunteer work, your leadership, your experience, your work experience, your dentistry experience. That you really show the admissions committee that, hey, he or she may have struggled academically initially, but they bounced back and man, they were very committed. Another great way to show that is going to pre-dental days at your local dental schools, getting involved in other dental extracurriculars like the local dental conventions or networking with other dentists or people at the dental school. It's a great way to get involved and to show you're committed to the dental profession. Another thing to talk about is what is the reason for your low GPA? And it's most important that you're honest about that. If you have a low GPA and everything else on your application is great, they're going to ask you about that in your interview. It's important that you're open and honest about the reason why. Were you uncommitted? Were you struggling? Did you have some family, familial, personal, financial, any hardship? Talk about those things. Be open and honest. Now, you may have had, like me, you may have had something that was holding you back or that some struggles personally that you had to overcome. It's important to show that if you are vulnerable and share with them some of your struggles, that you overcame those things, that those are things that are not going to be coming back up during dental school. So really addressed honestly the reason behind your low GPA so that they can be assured that this was an anomaly. This isn't something that's going to be repeating in dental school. And last, and my personal favorite thing, the interview process. So when you apply to dental school, you're one of hundreds, if not thousands of people applying to this dental school. And they don't really know you. All they see is your personal statement. They may have read your descriptions for your experiences a little bit, but they don't know you. They've never met you face to face. So this is a great opportunity to show and to really sell yourself and sell your best qualities. Now, I have another video on preparing for interviews, so go check that out. But something I want to point out is before your interviews, try and be as social as possible with everyone around you. try and build rapport with the clerk at Walmart or new people you meet every day. That way, when you're in your interview and you're talking with the new person, it's a familiar setting. It's not that overwhelming for you, and you're able to handle it and show your best qualities and start off on the right foot. So really try and knock your interview out of the park if you have a lower GPA. Try and build the rapport quickly. Try and really connect with your interviewers. And one thing I skipped over, but I want to bring back, is on the DAT, be aware, if you have a lower GPA, be aware of the subsection cutoffs for some of the dental schools you're applying to. Now, when I was applying and doing my research, I saw that a lot of schools have a 17 overall or subsection cutoff, meaning that if you have below a 17, so say you got a 16 in organic chemistry, your application might just get filtered out. They might not even see it. So look on the school websites, reach out to the programs, ask them what their cutoffs are, so that they see your application and you don't get unknowingly filtered out. Another thing that's important is that the GPA cutoff for a lot of schools is around a 3.0. So be aware of that as well. If you're below a 3.0, it's not the end of the world. There are options like postbacks, masters, and really some other great resources that can help you boost that GPA up and help you show that your recent academic history is very strong. So if that's the case, say your GPA is at like a 2.8, 2.9, and you need to get above that 3 threshold to not get cut out or filtered out, I would recommend postbac or masters and get as many A's as you possibly can in that. Really try and get a 4.0 or near a 4.0 to really show you're academically strong and can handle dental school. Well, I want to get a little more candid at the end here. After my first year in college, I didn't know if it was possible for my GPA to recover to get into dental school. We all have our own experiences. We're all on our own journeys. But I promise you, if you set your mind to this and you really work hard every day, it is something that you can do. I'm not special. I'm just like everybody else. And you can do this. If dental is your dream and it's something you want to do like it was for me, then go for it. Shoot for the stars. If you need help with anything, have any questions, don't hesitate to reach out. I'll be more than happy to help you in any way I can. And I hope you have a great rest of your day.